How's it going, Rizzlers and Whistlers, Fumblers and Mumblers, those who have chronic eye bags and those who have Botox in their forehead? Back at you with another top 24 of 24. Today we're going to be covering TV shows. I didn't have enough for 5 TV shows because there wasn't 5 TV shows I saw this year that I really liked. So we got 4, but were those 4 counted where they counted. I'm gonna leave a list right here, all the TV shows I meant to watch but didn't watch, and you can make fun of me because they would probably make the top 5 TV shows. But anyways, let us begin. Starting off, we're gonna have The Bear season 3. Last year I'd really gotten into The Bear and I watched it for the first time, and I told a bunch of people to get into it, and then finally this year more people started watching it, and by the time it came around I didn't fully care to watch it, and then I watched it like, okay, no, that was good. It was like another just good season of The Bear. I don't think it was as adventurous or crazy maybe as the second season, but I think for the most part, I still really enjoyed it. I don't know if it was an 8 out of 10, or I would probably say this seems like a 7 out of 10. I think my main complaint was that it had ended kind of on a bigger cliffhanger, or it's like not even. It was like you knew that the next episode would have just like went in really easily, but they were like, oh, that's the end of the season. Come back for season 4, and it's probably like that's just going to be a greater continuation of it. But it was just more of the same good thing, like same great soundtracks, acting, story. It was just kind of like, okay, you can definitely tell they're starting to wrap it up and wanted to do more things, but I still enjoyed it a lot. Number 3, I'm gonna get some shit for this because the show's not even finished yet, but I really enjoyed Creature Commandos. I've been watching that, following a lot. It's the beginning of James Gunn's DCU. Fuck knows why they said the very first thing we're gonna have is an animated TV show. Here we are. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's definitely like a hodgepodge. It's like the same classic, like, oh, we're getting a ragtag team together. They're gonna fuck shit up. But it's, James Gunn's written that a lot of times before. He wrote Scooby-Doo, so it all comes from the Scooby-Doo live action movies 1 and 2. Thank you. He knows what he's doing. I'm enjoying it. I think there's like 2 more episodes left. Still haven't seen those, but for the most part, I'm like, yeah, no, this is definitely one of my favorites of the year. Really dives into like each of the monsters' characters and kind of gives an origin for all of them for each story, which I think it works. It'll work one time. If he does another show or something like that where he tries to give like a new origin story for every character again, then he's no longer a one-trick pony. I mean, maybe he would be a one-trick pony. But I think just for like an animated show, I think some people are saying comparing it to Invincible, and I kind of see it's more of an adult show. It's just fun. I don't know. It's just a really fun show. I'm enjoying it. I'm excited to see where it ends, what's gonna happen, how it's the beginning of the DCU. But it's good. Coming in at number 2, The Penguin. Wow. So I wasn't expecting the Penguin to be like what it was at all. I feel like it's almost like not a rehash, but like I feel like it's very similar to Sopranos. I also started watching The Sopranos this year. I only got to season 2. I didn't finish it, unfortunately. Really, really wanted to, but that was just not gonna happen this year. The Penguin takes place like 2 weeks after the Batman. And it's just like really like it might be the greatest like superhero show that they've made, or like, oh, it's like tied into a bigger universe, because it really felt like, oh, that's the thing. People just need to start making good shows, and we'll stop I don't think there's like a full superhero fatigue. I think there is, but it's just like if the show is good, it doesn't matter, because then it doesn't feel like the superhero shows, because we all were like, oh, they're gonna have cameo after cameo and shit like that, and that just isn't here, because cameo after cameo doesn't make a good fucking movie. I'm looking at you, fucking Deadpool and Wolverine. You ruined my fucking summer. So I like the Penguin. I really like Colin Farrell. He really dives into his role really well. I really enjoyed it. Excited to see where the Batman 2 goes. All right, number 1. Very interesting pick. I never thought this would be my number one, but here we are. We're gonna go with X-Men 97. Wow, another animated superhero TV show. I'm so cool. So I tried watching the original X-Men 90 show in preparation for this, but I realized that it sucked. I kept watching episodes and I'm like, I'm wasting my time watching these episodes. I don't think it was good at all. I was like, I don't even know what's going on. I guess I did, but I was just like, I'm just so bored. I don't care about this. And then they're like, here's X-Men 97. Here's some stuff you just kind of need to know going in. Fuck all that. The only thing you need to know going in is at the very end of the 90s show, Professor X fucks off. He disappears, goes out of thin fucking air. He's like, bye. And then the X-Men are like, oh no, what do we do? And then the show picks up right after that. They're like, oh, what are we gonna do? No Professor X. And then Magneto's like, huh, I'm not the stepdad. I'm the dad that stepped up. So he takes over the X-Men, and you kind of just see all these relationships develop and the characters that they have. And it's just like a really good, it's probably my favorite X-Men media they've ever put out. It actually... Everything's written really well. It's well thought out, cared for. You definitely feel like every single character. There was, I think, one episode, it literally felt like filler. I don't know why they put it in. Disney was probably like, we need another episode so they can buy a second month of Disney Plus to watch the whole thing. You know, didn't really expect. And I think it was easier to watch some of these shows for me. I mean, I think The Penguin was the only one that was like hour-long episode. Everything else was like 30 minutes. My attention span got fucking fried this year. I don't know what happened. It was very hard for me to go out of my way to watch anything for whatever reason. But hopefully going into 2025, I'll re-find a love for TV shows and movies and all that.
Yes, I would say.
And
that.
if I don't,
I would say that.
I'll find something else.
Let me start off with a basket of chips. I then move on to the pollo asada taco. I would like 2 pollo asada tacos with 1